Hello, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you. It's the post office. They are dropping off mail. On the side of the post office trucks, it says, "We deliver for you." It's a good slogan, and I'm grateful for the Postal Service and UPS and FedEx and Amazon getting all of our mail and belongings, you know, things that we order on time and with a smile. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to an episode of Fallon's Daily Toast. I'm here just picking up the yard and going over the week's agenda, preparing for tonight's show and sending off proposals and doing some research before taking some big trips and steps in life. I hope you're all well and taking good care of yourself and loved and being loved. Yes, thank you. Nice robe. It's a bit brisk out. I do recommend bringing a jacket or a hoodie. And though continuing to wear sunscreen and wear shades because it is sunny out there, folks. Let's see, we'll start with tonight's show. Fallon's Daily Toast will have a guest who's been on in the past, John Bales, founder of One Heart Zen, Zen Buddhist priest and also chaplain at Wellesley College. He will be on to discuss a variety of things, as John and I usually discuss, but mainly just, what nuclear war, the threat of nuclear war has on the psyche. Also just, we'll maybe even touch on nuclear weapons and nuclear power. We'll also discuss Norman Fischer. He's one of America's very well-known Zen priest. Norman Fischer will come to Warehouse on October 17th. It's a Tuesday at 7:30, from 7:30 to 10:30. It'll be at Warehouse 11 over on Sanborn Court, and he'll discuss friendship. And it'll be nice. If you can make it, please do come. A few days later is the Weird Local Film Festival, also at Warehouse, beginning at 7:30. There'll be a variety of films, short films, 3 to 7 minutes in length. We're getting submissions as I speak. Lots of people putting in their work, so that'll be nice. We're still taking submissions, so if you're interested in contributing a short film, weirdlocalfilmfestival@gmail.com. You have, I believe, till the 14th. Anything goes, so send it along. I wanted to touch on a panel discussion I went to recently. It was at Canopy, and over between Aeronaut and Brooklyn Boulder and Artisans Asylum, that block, it's Tyler Street, at the corner of Propersey Way. Really lots of great stuff happening there. And it was on microbiome and gut health. And really interesting people that came on to talk about biodiversity in public seed banks and gut bacteria diversity disappearing at rapid rates. So they're taking, fecal samples from indigenous and isolated populations, and it's an urgent priority. And there was Jessica Algaretti, a clinician at Brigham and Women. There was Mark Smith, academic scientist, founded Open Biome, and also co-founded Finch Therapeutics. He talked a lot about fecal transplants, first patient being in 2013. And then the following year that he had 1,800 patients. There was also Matthew Henn, founder of a series Ecobiotic Drugs. It was just a really fascinating discussion, and it just goes to show how important it is to really take care of your health and your gut. We're 40% human cells and 60% bacteria, so there's a combination of good bacteria and bad bacteria always in our gut, and it's good to keep them balanced. Probiotics, prebiotics, just do your research. I really highly recommend. I'll put on my notes. I took a lot of notes. I'll put on my notes on my website, fallonsdailytoast.com. Yeah, they talked about spore forming and just like oral microbiome, and currently there are 150 companies investing in microbiome, and this happens to be a really big incubator. 289 active clinical studies. It's really remarkable, so I highly recommend checking that out when you can. Okay, on to the next topic, murals and how important public art is to a community and just to the world. Kudos to Philadelphia for having over 3,600 murals. It goes to public outdoor murals. It goes to show you that art can come outside of museums and galleries and really brighten a society and add so much to the area and to people, right? So my friend Nate Swain and Nate Swain is a local muralist and just go-getter. He does work for Artists for Humanity, and we are working together we've already put in a proposal to Somerville Housing Authority. It's going to be over on the Warren Towers. It's beautiful. It's just this big, massive concrete blank canvas. It's like 12 stories, and he put together a conceptual design. It's sequoia trees, and it's just so stunning. And so we'll get pick up scrim materials and paint it, and hopefully have it installed by the summer of 2018. And we're actually looking to get youth in Somerville involved and the senior citizens. It's mainly a lot of elderly in that building, the Warren Towers. And so we thought it'd be great to get everyone involved to help paint this massive mural on scrim and then install it on the side of the building. And I think I may have shared a few months ago the conceptual design. I'll share it again. Hey, Stone. Hey, Mrs. Brown. Hi. And so I'll share it again. It's really beautiful, and you can see it from Union Square. It really just, beautiful art that really just stands out. So that's going to be exciting. And we'll be looking to crowdsource it and also see if developers would be interested in helping to beautify the public realm, because there's so much development happening in Union Square. There's all these big high-rise apartment buildings, and don't you think that those people would rather look out at this beautiful art installation? Huh? Yeah, I think so too, instead of just a blank slab of concrete. So we're really looking forward to that. What else do I have on the agenda? Okay, I touched on the film festival, October 25th. Norman Fischer at Warehouse, both at Warehouse 11 on Sanborn Court in Union Square. Trip to DC, yes. All right, I'm going along with 2 Harvard students, Shala Alimo and Fromsa, and we're flying tomorrow to DC tomorrow night. We're taking Spirit Air. Wish us luck. I've heard nothing but great things about them. And we're going to go and talk to different congressmen and women and different authors and people about Senate Resolution 168, House Resolution 128. It's to bring human rights and inclusive governance to Ethiopia. It's so important that all of these congressmen and women and senators back this bill, because it would mean so much to the people of Ethiopia. Primarily the Oromo, but there's so many different tribes have been affected by this genocide, and it's just not good. So many rights have been just broken. People are being tortured and jailed and chased off their land. And it's really tragic, and it's been happening for a while. And it really is up to these senators. Mainly, I believe it's one in, I think it's Arizona. Maybe his last name is Corker, but I'll have to double check. it really, a lot of power seems to be in his hands, and I don't know why. I think it should really be a majority, and if all these people really believe in human rights and inclusive governance and just, you know, just fucking morals and ethics and human life, then they'll just all support this bill. I'm really, so we're going to talk. I'm getting to meet with Congressman Capuano, Michael Capuano. He's from this area, and I'm really such a big fan. So that'll be exciting to get to know and meet everyone. It's my first trip to DC, first time to DC. So if I have some extra time, I'm going to stop over to the botanical gardens and take a look at that. So yeah, there's a lot happening, and just if you have any you know, time, you know, take the time to call. I mean, there's so many things happening, I know, between all the devastation all over the world, these storms that have ravaged and devastated islands, and millions of people are affected. You know, whatever you can do, whether it's donating, providing money to different organizations that you support and that you believe in, volunteering time, writing letters, urging senators and congressmen to put pressure on the administration to do more, to unblock the blockages that seem to be preventing progress in building infrastructure and coming to the aid of so many people. So much love to all of you. I'll end it by saying that the Roger Waters concert, thank you to my friend Jen who brought me along. It was it was my first Roger Waters concert, and it was at the TD Garden, and it was, what a magnificent show. Like, lots of shock and awe, lots of really violent imagery, and just imagery of Putin and Trump, and videos, you know, that really highlighted the glitz and glam and the extravagant lives that they lead, and also to show the absolute opposite of these people that are fighting for other people and for just ethics and morals and just fairness, and these people that fight, that are struggling, you know, and all the poverty. There's so much poverty right now and around the world, and you have these people in high positions of power that are living outside of their means. They're living in these extravagant lives while their people suffer in incredible ways, and it's so. I just feel I'm filled with so much. Just disappointment, you know, disappointment at that, at these people that are high up and taking advantage of others and exploiting primarily the African poor social, like the working class. The African poor working class are by far one of the most affected. And yeah, I really hope that we're moving in a direction that's gonna switch that up, because it's just not working. Capitalism isn't working. It's working for a few, but not for the majority, and that is a problem, a big problem. So my battery seems to be wanting to, it's low battery right now. Andrew! Well, everyone, so much love to all of you. I'm going to go now. I wish all of you so much love and so much... Hey, hi! I was just doing a toast on the social media, talking about some things that I have coming up. And before my battery completely goes, I will say that Andrew brought something up recently, and it was waste at the... No, I am. I'm talking to you and the audience. I was bringing up the waste and recycling situation that, in general, we produce too much waste, folks. So start to maybe like encourage your local stores to move in bulk, like, you know, create spaces for more bulk, because all this packaging is really adding up, and yeah, and landfills all over are meeting capacity, and we really need to figure out a new system that isn't just throw it away and it disappears, because it doesn't disappear. It goes to landfill, and if it's not incinerated, it's just piles up and creates all sorts of, you know, so many issues. But you can look into that and do what you can. That's all I ask. I'm going to do what I can. You can do what you can. And maybe we can just make a dent and, you know, continue to climb forward and through the weeds. Are we but a bunch of prairies in a world full of lawns? Let us throw out the seeds and grow more prairie, or foster and cultivate more prairie. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Have a good day. And keep hydrated.